Ed eccoci in live ragazzi, ben trovati su Crystal Cross Gaming Box con il terzo giorno dell'evento Guerrilla Collective. Ragazzi, è una serie di eventi che stiamo vedendo qui sul canale YouTube e che ne vedremo molti altri nei prossimi giorni, dopo averne visto già abbastanza effettivamente, già abbastanza effettivamente nei giorni scorsi, e essendo questo è il terzo giorno so più o meno cosa aspettarmi. Non ho invece idea dei giochi che presenteranno, perché è un minestrone di indie, un po' più rilevanti, altri meno irrilevanti. Comunque sia, è interessante seguirli. Io amo il mondo indie e il mondo indie ci rivela un sacco di belle perle, perciò sono felice di seguire questo evento insieme a voi. Un saluto a tutti quelli che sono in live. Ciao Wolf, ben trovato. Ciao Oscar, ben trovato anche a te. Ciao Andrea Maff, un saluto veloce, che torna a lavoro, ok, va benissimo. Oscar, ho visto Steam Dolls, sembra molto interessante, non so di che cosa state parlando questa volta, proprio non lo so. Intanto facciamo partire un pochettino la musica. Ok, eccoci qua. Bene, ragazzi, sapete che c'è, siccome mancano poco più di 3 minuti, io direi di andare subito sull'evento. Che ne dite? Vai. Eccoci qua ragazzi, 3 minuti e mezzo e ci siamo. Pronti? Io mi spaparanzo questa volta ragazzi, come ho già fatto altre volte, perché sono molto più comodo così. E poi con, tanto per cambiare, 2 ore di sonno alle spalle. Mi piacerebbe dirvi qualcosa in più ragazzi, però stavolta... Ah ecco, sì, Star Wars Squadron. Non so assolutamente cosa pensare neanche di quello. Boh, non so che gioco sia. Ma gioco di navette spaziali fino a là c'ero anche arrivato, però quanto questo possa costituire un gioco interessante, duraturo e che vale la pena approfondire non saprei. Sì, speriamo che oggi abbiano pagato la bolletta e sistemato la connessione. Più che altro ho controllato che il video esportato sia non abbia degli errori di export. Secondo me è stato quello. Oscar, ho letto che c'è sia la campagna single che multi, ma dice poco anche a me. Meglio non so veramente che cosa pensare. Comunque, tanto di AAA avremo modo di parlare, e soprattutto c'è l'EA Play tra qualche giorno, perciò ne dobbiamo parlare di Electronic Arts, bene o male che sia. Avremo modo di farlo tra poco. Buonasera Forza Milan, ben arrivato. Ci siamo, 2 minuti. Ovviamente ho imparato ormai già da un po' a chiudere la chat di questi eventi immediatamente, proprio appena entrato, e non lo voglio neanche vedere. È un delirio fottuto, perché in caso di questi eventi arrivano sempre quelli che vogliono attirare l'attenzione scrivendo le peggio cose e triggerando le altre persone che fanno di peggio a loro volta. È un puttanaio di trogloditi. Ciao Little John, ben arrivati ragazzi, manca pochissimo. Jonathan Rossi, ciao, benvenuto. Ci siamo, manca pochissimo. Se mi spaparanzassi proprio del tutto, compreso tipo le gambe così, proprio sbram. È troppo grezzo e feroce? No, vabbè, dai, mi vedete lo stesso. Però sono in modalità, non lo so. Ho anche dato una legnata al microfono, scusate. Onestamente cosa si aspetta a questo evento questa volta proprio non lo so. Anche perché, ho detto, è un puttanaio di giochi buttato proprio a mitraglia così. Andrea Maff, grazie mille di essere passati in ogni caso. Vai, vai, poco più di 20 secondi. Ah, che si rifaccia vivo Either. Ok, ok, va bene, ci sta, ci sta. Vai, si parte, ragazzi.
Welcome to the Guerrilla Collective, a 3-day digital festival of game announcements, trailers, and demos streamed straight to you. Please welcome your host, Game Awards trending gamer, Greg Miller.
Effettivamente in questi 3 giorni ho fatto più di 100 giochi, ragazzi.
For the last 2 days, we've been showing you brand new games, debuting trailers, and even releasing titles on the spot. But today's my favorite day, honestly. Today, the developers are going to speak directly to you about their projects in a laid-back live stream. You, of course, hang out in the chat, they show you their cool games, and we all get to find our next favorite title. Sound good? Then, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. This is your final day of the Guerrilla Collective. Alex, Justin, take it away.
What is happening, everybody? Welcome to the Guerrilla Collective, day 3. It has been an amazing experience the last 2 days. We are showing over 80 games. We got 7 games today that we're going to be showcasing. And a little bit about me. I am the co-founder of the Media Indie Exchange, The Mix. I helped to produce the Guerrilla Collective along with some of the most amazing producers, I mean, publishers and developers from around the world.
Non è una mitragliata di gioco, di giochi, ma è un approfondimento tipo più specifico su tipo 7 giochi diversi.
Thank you. I'm Alex Wilmer. I co-founded an audio production company here in Berkeley. We also have studios in South Korea and in Ireland, and we work around the clock on video games, animated cartoon series, film.
Okay. Yeah, and we're here in Wilmer Sound.
Mi sta bene.
Just a little bit about the Guerrilla Collective, like I was saying.
Se non tengono il ritmo alto,
let's get together, the mix,
deve diventare incredibilmente noioso. A proposito, quanto dura? Un'ora e un
so what you see around here, we
come altre volte?
built up a studio within his studio to make this happen, and we've been grinding to make this happen along with the developers here. So this is going to be a really cool experience. We have, like I said, 7 games coming up, and last week we did the Black Voices in Gaming stream, which is amazing, and it's just been crazy, as everyone knows, with COVID, Black Lives Matter, that type of, all those things happening. We do have a charity. If you can pop the charity up, you can. Those are our sponsors, but it's all good.
Jonathan, stavolta non c'è niente da capire. Quando c'è qualcosa di rilevante ve lo dico.
UNICEF and Gameheads. If you want to
solo dicendo che verranno presentati 7 giochi, se ne parlerà insieme agli sviluppatori. Adesso supporto a questo, supporto a quell'altro.
Amazing creators, like some of them I'm a fanboy for. I bet you guys are too. And check out the chat, because they are in the chat, even though you guys are clowning, folks. The cylinder is coming towards the end of the show, guys. Yeah, but let's roll over to our first trailer and get right into it. This is Iron Harvest.
Iron Harvest, yes! Benissimo, allora. Sono estremamente ansioso di questo gioco.
Didn't see the war coming. They said the war would be won within months. An adventure, promising pride and honor. In the end, it would be 5 years.
Realtà alternativa della seconda guerra mondiale con i robottoni stile steampunk. Ciao Fabio! Ed è uno strategico.
That was supposed to end all wars is over. While in secret, the seed is sown for the next war. But this time, we're vigilant and we'll fight.
Madonna quanto lo aspetto sto gioco. C'è ancora 1° settembre 2020 però.
And that was the dope trailer for Iron Harvest. We got Tobias on the line talking about the game. We're going to be playing the game. This dude is going to be driving. Hey, what's up? How's it going?
Hey, thank you for having me, guys.
You look really crispy right now. The beard is exquisite, by the way.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
On point.
Oh, nice. So yeah, we were playing through the game the other day, the demo, and the game is really interesting. I mean, did you guys have a Kickstarter back in a while ago?
Ma
Yes, that's right.
Ma no, aspetta, ho sentito la parola demo. Ho sentito la parola demo e questa vediamo un attimino.
That's dope, because I remember when
sarà una demo solo per la stampa, immagino.
But I actually was publishing at Fig, and I was looking through games, and when you guys were on Kickstarter, I was like, oh my god, this is so awesome. You had such great artwork and animatics and that type of stuff that you were showcasing. I was like, I can't wait for this game to come out. And then when I saw that you guys you're pushing your game for to showcasing the Guerrilla Collective, I was like, oh my god, we have to play this. And then right now, so let's switch. Alex is going to be playing. It's so interesting that you guys chose to start with this kind of tutorial where you're actually little kids. I was like, this is fascinating and amazing.
Yes, exactly. So the game, for those who don't know, it's an RTS, right? So a real-time strategy game. But here in this tutorial, we somehow need to teach the people how the mechanics work, right? So we thought it's a pretty cool.
Vabbè, questo ci sta mostrando il tutorial, veramente la base degli attacchi.
Not only does it give you the basics of the game, but it also gives you some background story of the main characters of the game, because this young lady there is Anna, who's the hero for the Polania faction, and it gives the characters actually way more substance, I'd say.
Yeah, for sure. It's always good to have an organic feel when you're doing that, as opposed to it just being this really stiff, you have to read a bunch of
bambini che si tirano i sassi, si tirano le palle di neve, dai, stanno giocando. Vabbè, però è interessante per imparare proprio le basi dell'RTS, delle coperture, eccetera, in maniera scanzonata, che di solito ti fanno sempre iniziare con la solita tipo squadra di fanteria, no?
So what was the inspiration behind Iron Harvest?
So the biggest gameplay-wise, the biggest inspiration are games like Company of Heroes, Dawn of War, and Warcraft 3. So it's more this
ispirazioni Company of Heroes, Dawn of War e Warcraft 3. Mi volete bene? Visto che è di King Art, aspettiamoci una trama importante, le storie le sanno raccontare ancora meglio. Io amo le storie negli strategici. Ciao Yusuke! Passato per un saluto, purtroppo sono al lavoro. Ragazzi, lo so, purtroppo gli stream sono alle 6 di pomeriggio per noi.
Polish artist, his artwork, and he actually created this 1920 plus universe. That's also in the name Iron Harvest. There's like a subtitle 1920 plus. That's the name of the universe, and in this universe you have an alternative.
Sì, allora uno potrebbe anche sbagliarsi, in realtà è una tipo prima guerra mondiale alternativa, quindi è ancora più retro, macchine a vapore, cioè robottoni stile antico. La cosa l'ho sempre trovata veramente una figata, interessantissimo.
Later, and this 1900s is the diesel punk era, and that's where we are playing, and this is where where's everything based on.
Sta guerra di sassi è il tutorial. Insegna le basi del gioco. Ma io lo trovo carino perché sennò è il solito tutorial con la squadra di fanteria.
I'm just curious.
Oh yeah, so I'm Toby. I'm the PR manager for this game. So I'm the one who's showing his beard into the camera and tell you how great the game is. But actually,
credo che faranno vedere anche il casino nel bordello.
I'm traveling the world with it, and I'm trying to show it to the people. And actually, that's what we did since the Kickstarter campaign. Yeah. Showing the game and collecting feedback, and that's what we are also doing right now. There's a closed beta for Iron Harvest, but the big announcement, if I can say it like that, from tomorrow there will be a demo on Steam, so everyone can try at least a little bit of
che cosa? Domani? La demo on Steam domani?
Collecting feedback and try to implement as
Ma
much
lo
as
provo alla
possible,
velocità della luce. Sto gioco lo aspetto da veramente un sacco di tempo.
There's a multiplayer component where you're fighting against your friends and that type of thing.
Very right. So in this RTS, of course, there's a big campaign. That's the part which is.
Il movimento assomiglia tantissimo a Company of Heroes.
Deep single player campaign. So there will be planned right now 21 missions for the single player campaign. But of course, as you said,
21 missioni per la campagna single player.
A bit more than the single player, but just me personally, because I believe that
c'è il multiplayer, ovviamente competitivo.
Through buildings, outrunning your opponent, outsmarting your friend is even more interesting than fighting AI. But that's just me. So if you are more into the single player part, then go ahead.
He got defeated. What can you tell
in the tutorial?
Tutorial. Quest'altro
è riuscito a essere battuto nel tutorial.
No diesel, but hard eyes. You can try a skirmish battle if you want, because then you can see more than just throwing eyes.
Yeah.
And then if you're quick enough, you will be even able to build some mechs and show the people how the. Hey, someone in the chat is writing Snowpunk. Yeah, Snowpunk. That's the
Snowpunk.
Exactly. That's really dope.
Can you tell us a little bit about the story while we get back and go try a skirmish?
Of course. So the story is, well, in this 1920 plus universe, there's three factions there's more factions, but in the game there's three factions. We have Polania, which is something like alternative Poland, Rusviet, something like alternative Russia,
C'è una realtà alternativa veramente tanto alternativa, nel senso che è un mondo praticamente inventato, ci sono queste fazioni e queste cose che non sono mica, che ne so, Francia, Inghilterra, Germania, cioè gli ridanno un po', però è un vero mondo alternativo.
And all the campaigns are actually trying to get to this point. Who gets the weapon? Who will take charge? Who will be the powerful source?
Ho letto bene?
Of the game? And,
sotto c'era XP gain.
Big overview of the campaign.
Vuol dire che hai il livello del tuo personaggio, cioè del tuo account.
So you will, see
dopo
the different angles
il multiplayer non li ho praticamente mai giocati, o quasi.
Different views. And
che sembra davvero tanto Company of Heroes.
Isn't that bad, and so on. So there's some plot twists and stuff, and the missions should be as unique as possible.
Cool. You're gonna have to run us through this as he starts getting things
I'm going to
moving.
the Iron Mines.
So first of all, exactly. So that's the Company of Heroes style gameplay, where there's no. If you think of a Command Conquer or something, you have
Infatti lo sta dicendo.
Here you have to conquer those iron mines and oil pumps, and they will
Devi
then over
conquistare
time generate some resources
aspetta.
for you. So the big idea is
Devi
it's something
conquistare
like moving the front line back and forth all the time.
le miniere e i pozzi petroliferi,
the opponent can take them from you at every moment and so on.
e ti danno delle risorse. Ovviamente il nemico li può trollare,
and engineers. Those engineers,
sì, il nemico li può prendere.
Yeah, these ones exactly. They are building base. They're pretty much building your base. So if you push H or put on
quelli sono i costruttori.
Push the building button on the bottom right when you click the engineers, then you can build some buildings like barracks and a workshop in your.
No, questo è il repair.
Base. And as I said, it's moving the front line
selezionato l'unità sbagliata.
So on the minimap on the left side, you can see how the opponent is slowly conquering resource points and those flags there. And it's a bit like capture the flag. So if the opponent takes them, then there's a counter which you can see on the top, the winning points, victory points, which I personally don't like. I'm for the annihilation, fighting the opponent till the end. But yeah.
Beh, c'è anche per la vittoria a punti, cioè ci sono tanti modi di vincere la battaglia, ok?
No snowballs.
I'm attacking these guys. Oh, they ran away.
Yes, exactly. You can. They saw you probably, or they took the oil pump and now they're getting something different. So on the map you have the oil pump, you have crates. In those crates there can be weapons, there can be resources, there can be, there's field gun. For
ok, ci sono delle casse in giro che ti danno vari tipi di risorse pure.
While playing the game. And the coolest thing, I believe, is not only the covering system that you have to take cover when you're attacking someone, but when you have a mech or something, then you can walk through buildings and just ignore all the cover because they're way too big and will just stomp through.
That's awesome.
I would heavily recommend to start building a base because you took all your units, especially the engineers who is not good at shooting. And you took them to this house. Yes, the house button.
Qualcuno però mi deve spiegare una cosa. Perché a provare i giochi ci mettono sempre i deficienti?
And put it in the base. It's the thing you neglected in the very first moment.
Tobias is going in on Alex.
Learning is fun.
Yeah.
Although
I mean, it's as always, you have to get the basics and that's why the snowball.
Sì, vai, attacca quelli così dal nulla.
Was trying to teach you that, of course, how to move on the battlefield, but also how to build your base and take care of it.
Vabbè.
My barracks is
so
under
it's
attack.
getting. By the way,
ok, avevo sentito parlare inizialmente della demo. Stava parlando il tizio, non quello di Iron Harvest, ok? Gli altri, uno dei presentatori. Ha detto aveva giocato alla demo. Bene, che vuol dire ho pensato vabbè per la stampa. Invece hanno detto che da domani è disponibile la demo per tutti. E mi stai dicendo che è disponibile adesso in questo momento? Io stacco la live e ci vado a giocare. Tipo. E poi il bello è che staccata alla live non posso perché devo andare via. Mannaggia. Sì, allora quello che sta giocando è una capra indescrivibile, sì, e io non riesco assolutamente a capire perché a presentare i giochi ci mettono sempre le capre. Perché?
So let's restart.
Okay.
Yeah, for instance.
Vabbè, ma è come quella volta di Cuphead, quella famosa.
So,
sure am.
Of course, it's the base building is just the focus is not on the base building. You need a base to be able to build units. Of course, that's where you get your mechs and your soldiers. However, the focus on the game will always be on the front line of the battlefield. So what actually happens is that you're trying to protect your resource points at all time. You're trying to push the enemy back and so on. And what's really interesting, maybe you saw it when your units died. Whenever you kill a human unit, they will drop their weapons. So let's say you are killing, I don't know, a flamethrower unit. Then you can tell your engineers to pick up the flamethrowers, and they upgrade to become flamethrower units. So potentially weak unit becomes a potentially very strong unit. However, you then lose the engineers and become flamethrower. So this gives you a lot of independence and flexibility.
Interessante, gli ingegneri che sono i costruttori sono molto deboli all'inizio, sconfiggendo le varie unità che sono in giro, possono prendere le loro armi e diventare sostanzialmente quell'unità. E se lo fanno, diventano ovviamente molto più forti di prima. Poi però perdi i costruttori. Però hai una possibilità in più per aumentare le unità dell'esercito velocemente se ci sono delle armi in giro. Cioè non devi creare delle unità specifiche. Esatto.
And if it's a weapon crate, so inside there will be a weapon, but there's also oil crates and
Toby ha un PR, non proprio uno sviluppatore, fa parte della grande famiglia Koch Media, Deep Silver, THQ Nordic, ok.
Yeah, go to the resource points, then you can capture them as well.
È proprio lo stesso creatore di quello che state dicendo, ok.
Basic units, so you could build another engineer, for example, so you have 3 units instead of 2. What is very important for you, I guess, is the retreat button. So once one of your units, no, you are laughing, but actually it really helps you to survive, because in same as in Company of Heroes, you cannot afford to rebuild so many units, so you need to keep them alive. Exactly, perfect. You just push the R button or the button on the bottom right, and
nice.
they will get a hit point bonus, and they're running back to their HQ where you can repair them or heal them.
Okay.
So once they arrive at your HQ, they will lose this small arrow on the head, and if you push R again, you will replenish the unit. R or the top left.
Ok, con la ritirata effettivamente torna al quartier generale e li puoi rifare. Mi sa che sta cosa c'è anche in Company of Heroes, poi però alla fine non l'ho mai usata perché sono scemo.
This joke only works in Europe.
Infatti è finita spesso male.
The game is called Iron Harvest 1920 plus 1920, which is the 1st of September 2020.
Okay. Nice.
Only works in Europe though, so it's in a few weeks, in a few months. There's the Iron Harvest is releasing, but and that's a very important and very cool part. From tomorrow, you can get your demo on Steam for free. So
da domani.
You can try it for several days.
Domani demo.
So from June
aspettatevelo sul canale, ma tipo istantaneo.
Give your feedback and try to stay alive a bit longer.
Definitely be practicing. The game is awesome. It's very gorgeous. I love playing the beginning part of it. I'm definitely going to be playing it. You can wishlist it now.
Exactly. So go Steam, Epic, whatever shop you like, go there and you can wishlist it and try it if you go to Steam.
Thank you so much, Tobias. It was amazing having you.
Thank you very much for the invitation. It was great.
Yeah, for sure. All right. That was Iron Harvest, King Art Games, Tobias. The game is really fun. It's cool. It obviously takes a minute to really get into. It's an RTS, but the game is...
Yeah, there's a lot of strategy in that game, which is really cool. It's amazing to see, the dynamic cover too. The way that you go behind the cover and they automatically take cover and stuff. It's really cool. It's the kind of thing you need plenty of time to kind of figure out, obviously.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's the kind of thing that I would lose many hours playing for sure.
Okay, so up next we have Say No More, Marius Winter. Roll the trailer, sir.
Oddio, questo cos'era? L'abbiamo già visto o no? No, mi sa di no. No, non mi dire. Un'altra volta. Allora, non è la live. Non è la live, ragazzi. Io sono dal vivo.
Hey you! Did you just start your internship? Welcome intern. And we're destroyed by your coworkers. Make me coffee.
Madonna mia, raga, ma certo che è incredibile il casino che riescono a fare con sti eventi live. Oltretutto pre-registrati, io non riesco a capire.
I don't see coffee. But don't worry. All you need is just one word.
Secondo me è successo qualcosa, è saltato da un gioco all'altro. No. Ah, forse avevano sbagliato prima.
No. Yes, you learned well.
Mi sa che è questo il gioco, quello di prima. Ma che è sta roba?
Your outfit is bad. Oh, you're being weird. Stop clapping. Hey, what are you doing? No, I was just projecting.
That was Say No More. This game looks really hilarious. We got Marius on the line.
Oh, hey.
How's it
Hello.
going?
I'm good. Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
1 2 1 2.
Did you play one of the voices for the game?
I did. These were all placeholder voices by me. Yes.
Oh, okay. Because the game is super hilarious. By the way, I kept playing it over and over again the other day. It reminds me of old school PS1 games, which may be like what your influence is. But there's one in particular called Incredible Crisis that I used to love. And like I would just keep playing through that game, and this is like dead on. I'm like, when I saw this game, I think I saw it a while ago. You guys were gonna show it at the Mix GDC or something like that, and I was like, oh my god, we gotta check this game out. So we finally got our hands on it. Alex is gonna play through it. It's hilarious. You have to talk about like how you came up with this idea.
Thank you so much. Yeah, very cool.
Niente, è un gioco in cui devi dire no e sbattere per terra la gente dicendo no.
This game. Also, Muscle March on the Wii was also a big inspiration.
Muscle March? I need to write that down.
Oh, Muscle March is amazing. You all have to Google it now. But it's it's an old Wii game. I don't know if you can play it anymore, but. Anyway, this is more in terms of the art style and humor what inspires this game, but
sì, ho visto.
Inspiration came.
Ciao Drivatar.
My friend Nick and we both came up with this game, and we both are game designers at Studio Fitspin, and we know each other since kindergarten. So we grew up together and played games together.
That's cool.
And humor. And a couple years ago, we were playing around with Unity and making weird prototypes, and one thing that we want to have in video games that we rarely get is, imagine in games where you can jump and there's an NPC, and if you jump in front of the NPC just jumping around, they don't react to that, and we want games where they are like, why are you jumping around? This is not normal. What are you doing? Like this is
È un gioco dove gli NPC interagiscono, non sto veramente capendo, ragazzi. Sto cercando un modo per non dire ma che cazzo.
What do you think? And they always react to whatever you say. And then you can imagine that.
Aaron Jagger, ciao, benvenuto.
Oh no, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Okay, you can imagine the most fun part was to say no to everyone without context, just always saying. And so we figured, let's just throw away all the other things. Let's just focus on no. Isn't that hilarious?
Yeah. Where are you guys from?
We are from Germany. We are from Aschaffenburg.
Oh, okay, cool. That's awesome. Yeah. The social interaction aspect of it is really
sì, allora l'inizio è stato con Iron Harvest e io sono stato felicissimo. Poi siamo passati a questo.
And you'll see it, I'm spoiling everything, but you get like this motivational speaker telling you to say no, and then you get this motivational speaker telling you how to laugh in someone's face, like to startle them or mess with their mind, and just those layers and the interaction and the body language and that type of thing is very fresh. It's interesting.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's what also came after. So when we knew, like, let's make a fun little game about just saying no, we also only then noticed, like, hey, wait a minute, we both are scared of saying no as well. Like, it's hard. we would rather say yes in a lot of situations than no. And we noticed like, oh, this makes so much sense that we want to make this game. We want to be better at saying no. And it's not like that we
la storia di internisti sfruttati. Poi scommetto che diventa tipo e che questa non sa parlare, allora si impara e scommetto che imparano e poi succede un sì.
I personally think, for example, if I get invited to a party of a good friend and I just don't want to go, but I still go.
Yes.
Because I don't want to be, because I feel like a bad friend if I say no.
Yes.
And so this game is about this.
I think a lot of us have that trouble, especially if you're like creative or, you know what I mean? Like anytime someone asks me to do something, I want to take on the challenge personally. So it's like, I don't know. It's interesting.
Sto cercando di seguire, ma non capisco dove va a parare e non lo sto trovando particolarmente divertente. Qua sembrano tutti divertiti.
You can also say no in a different way. No to a cold no by pressing this button. To swap back to your heated no, press this. No. Hit doors for the no you prefer. The choice is yours. No. Now show this meanie what you got. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Listen, I know it's outrageous saying no these days, but if you don't use it, jerks like these lunch.
Va bene, ok, non ce la faccio più. Questo è una cosa cringissima.
No. Exactly. No. But wait, there's more. Before destroying jerks with a juicy no, confuse them like heck by laughing at them.
I love this part.
Hold this button to laugh at this dude. Or you can clap at them with this button. The choice is yours.
I feel awkward.
Li metti in difficoltà ridendo così. Madonna mia.
I don't know why
laughing idiots. Make them feel weird.
Ma senti le frasi oltretutto.
I like it.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about. I like games where I can irritate NPCs.
Yeah.
So just doing a slow clap.
Just subscribe to my channel.
I like say no to this jerk.
Hello. No, whoa. I need some. No. Did you see my new lunchbox? No. Excuse me? What did you say?
He busted a combo on his face.
Madonna, sono travolto dalla tristezza.
Rapid fire. The dude was hiding. Okay, I was like, the dude was like hiding in the bushes. The planter.
Oh. Sometimes they're nice people, and you could get a reward if you don't say anything.
Oh, interesting.
Ah, quindi c'è della
I was just rapid firing no everywhere.
gente interessante.
Yeah, this game supports spamming the space bar. Definitely.
Okay, that's it.
Oh, you got blasted, son. Lunch stealers.
Flip the tape.
Flip the tape.
Flip the tape. There are more lessons. What happened? Did you got crossed by a jerk who won't listen to you, no?
Oh mio Dio.
Don't worry, I'm here to teach you a new kind of no.
When is this game being released? And like on what platforms?
Later this year.
Okay.
And I always joke about like in Iron Harvest. I also have a joke for the release. I hope we can release in November 9.
Wow.
Because 9 in German is also no.
That is amazing. That's amazing.
I would go so far, if we miss that date, we we just wait a year for next November 9, 2021.
That's so good.
Or maybe not, I don't know. But officially no, we don't have a
Non so se avete
exact
capito
date
che
yet, but later.
rilasceranno il gioco
Is there
il
gonna, be a demo out for this for people to play?
novembre.
Or not yet?
Il
Yeah,
November
there's
9
also a
perché in
demo on
tedesco
the
9
Steam,
significa no.
Okay.
on the Steam
Madonna
game.
di
So
Dio.
Oh, cool.
Aiuto. Quando
Yeah,
finisce, ti
shout out to
prego.
Valve for working with the Guerrilla Collective and all the devs for to get our games up.
I don't know why you're saying the.
Ma guarda, voglio riaprire la chat
I
dell'evento
would
per vedere che cosa diavolo stanno
Solid.
dicendo.
And this is coming
Thank you
from
so much. No.
like a VO expert. Like, this is a sound studio.
Thank you so much. I actually will voice a lot of characters, but we casted a couple more actors, so there's more variety.
The
Meglio che non ve lo
dialogue is
dico.
hilarious. And so, did you write all the dialogue?
Madonna,
Wrote it
raga.
together with Brandon Gibbons.
Yeah.
So
Oh, okay.
we basically, this was also there's like this was one of the technical challenges, like having building the tools for us to put in a lot of the creative choices.
Yeah.
And yeah, we basically in each level we just write in a big sheet. We just write the jokes
That's
from top to
great.
bottom, and it was just you just write them and then they are in, and this was yeah, it was a really fun experience writing the jokes, because it was a lot of elements in this game is just like, here's a funny thought, I write it down and it's done. There are a lot of things where we don't think too much about them, and if they
Yeah.
make us laugh from the beginning, then we keep in the silly stuff, because there's a lot of encounters you have in this game. This is
Yeah.
just the first of 8 levels.
Well, we are not going to spoil the end of this demo for everybody. It's so this
Madonna,
game is so
grazie a
amazing.
Dio, ti
Everybody
ringrazio.
Wishlist it and check out the game soon. 9. But yeah, thank you so much, Maris. Where can they follow the game and where can they check everything out?
We now have a Twitter account. It's today. It's at saynomore_game, and also our webpage is saynomore.re. And yeah, this is this is where you get the news and all the news. Yeah,
Cool.
I didn't practice this.
Madonna mia, guarda, ti prego, mandatelo via.
You should just told me
Perdonatemi,
no.
non gliela faccio più.
But yeah, thanks so much. The game is like really refreshing.
Basta.
You know, to see
Ti
something
prego.
like brand spanking new and different. Keep making these type of games. I think we need to celebrate
Sì,
this
fanne un
kind of
altro po'.
ingenuity
Madonna
and
mia, raga. Cioè,
interesting,
va bene tutto,
kind of
però,
design,
santi
so,
Dio, la
yeah.
presentazione di un evento, gli hanno messo,
Thanks for coming on.
cioè, un quarto d'ora per mostrare
Thanks for
questo.
having me.
All right.
Bye.
Say no more.
Say no more, Justin.
Okay, I definitely won't. That game is freaking hilarious. It's definitely up my alley. What we have next
Oh
is
no,
Tanya
Madonna,
Short with
questo
Boyfriend
l'hanno già
Dungeon.
presentato.
Let's roll the trailer, please.
Ecco, era come immaginavo, avevano messo il gioco sbagliato. Chiamano. Questo l'hanno già mostrato. È quel gioco dove vai in un dungeon, trovi le armi. Le armi in realtà sono dei ragazzi con cui devi uscire. Quindi è un dungeon crawler mischiato con un dating simulator. Ho voglia di ammazzarmi.
And we have Tanya chilling out with us.
Hello.
How's it going?
It's all right, you know, it's a Monday and there's super cool indie games being shown by Guerrilla and Steam, so it's a good day.
Yeah, it's a great day. Thanks for hopping on. The game looks amazing, by the way. I know a lot of people
Thank
are
you.
anticipating it. And we're
Yeah,
gonna
we've
jump
gotten a lot of wish lists, a lot of attention, and it's a shame we can't, you know, go to conventions anymore, but I'm glad that there's events like this so people can still find out about it and see what they like. And this demo has never been shown outside of a convention floor, so this is pretty nerve-wracking but also exciting.
Yeah, oh, that totally makes sense. I remember like when we were working with you guys to showcase it last year. We were trying to get you on the stream, and you were like, not yet, you know. But so it's cool to actually be able to showcase it. So tell us a bit about the game.
So it's a dating sim / dungeon crawler, and you alternate between the two parts of the game. You spend a lot of time in the dungeon, and in that dungeon you find treasure, and you fight monsters, and you find new weapons,
esattamente come vi avevo detto. Vai in un dungeon, trovi le armi in realtà sono dei ragazzi e l'altra parte del gioco è un dating simulator con cui uscire con questi ragazzi, e se va bene si sbloccano delle abilità di quel ragazzo che però in realtà è un'arma e la puoi usare nel dungeon.
Live your best life in Verona Beach, California.
What was the inspiration behind your game?
Ma non è il problema che li tirano fuori, perché sono idee, in fondo c'è un che di curioso in queste idee, capito? Non è così. Ma adesso, cioè, ma 15 minuti di presentazione, adesso mo rifaranno vedere il gioco, no?
I don't know, I also felt like sometimes they were a little bit too serious. So I guess I wanted something a little bit lighter, and I wanted to be able to date all the different kinds of people. And I was surprised a few years ago that, you know, that game still didn't really exist. So we had to make it.
Totally makes sense.
Voluto fare un gioco, mi sono reso conto che un tipo di gioco come questo non esisteva.
Initially reminded me of Persona.
Non voglio fare la battuta cattiva.
Personas, and then also it reminded me just the idea of the weapons having kind of their own personality was Disgaea, just a little bit, but it's interesting that you have that aspect that each one of these characters is a weapon, you know.
So you can see he's picking an upgrade ability there, and you can go back and change that later in the full game. There's a gym where you can change up your combos that you've picked. But yeah, every level of love rank up, you'll get either a new ability or a choice of 2 abilities. And yeah, we took. Okay, you're a swinger then. Good job. Yeah.
I chose it right.
Yeah. Yeah, we took inspiration from a lot of different places. I feel like we came up with something that's pretty unique. But yeah, I love each of the weapons.
Sì, ma allora, live degli sviluppatori puri era un pochettino preoccupato. E infatti purtroppo si sta verificando questa cosa. Solo che hanno cominciato con Iron Harvest. Yes, voglio vedere qualcosa. Niente, c'era il tipo che non aveva idea di quello che stava facendo all'interno del gioco, e quindi ci hanno mostrato sì e no. Se no, altro il tipo però ha chiacchierato, e in mezzo all'inutilità, cioè, abbiamo saputo che domani esce la demo, che io giocherò assolutamente.
The creativity on your team goes wild trying to come up with new weapons. You know what I mean? Oh my god, there's this one that we want to create, and there's that one, that kind of thing.
Cioè, ora ditemi se del totale di tra i 60, 70, 80 giochi che hanno presentato soltanto in questi ultimi 2 giorni nel Guerrilla Collective, non c'era un gioco più adatto a essere approfondito. Ditemi un po'.
And then there'll be something for everybody, I hope.
So when you...
But yeah, there's four guys and 2 women and
Guarda, me ne vengono in mente almeno almeno 15.
Oh, really? I did not see that.
Perché sarebbe stato interessante di vedere una live un pochettino più completa. Ok?
It's so sick.
Yeah, this is Tawar. He's going back to his human form to flirt better.
No, quelli che stanno provando i giochi sono o giornalisti o PR o così, eccetera. Ma quello mi sta bene, solo che santi Dio almeno un minimo.
the first dungeon that you unlock is a mall dungeon.
Ma perché sei in un evento, mica perché poi privatamente ognuno fa quel che diavolo volete, lo sapete come la penso, no?
Fears and insecurities. So it's sort of like a form of therapy that's a little bit more violent. Okay. And so I'm not gonna spoil what all the symbolism is of the different enemies in the mall dungeon, but then later a nightclub dungeon is also unlocked. And you'll get to know this whole town over the course of the game. But so far we're planning 2 full dungeons, and then also a mini dungeon for the boss fight. And we'll see if there's more for the DLC as well. But there's 12 floors you have to fight through. And if you make it through 4 floors, you'll earn an elevator. You'll unlock an elevator so you can skip through the first 4 floors.
Okay.
Ecco, questo per esempio non sembra realizzato male. Sembra responsivo, sembra così. Solo che c'hai dei cellulari che ti attaccano.
Both in terms of love with your weapon that you're wielding, but also you yourself will gain experience points and level up your wielder level. So that's your like overall strength. And there's also little hangouts you can find in the dungeon. So little places you can go and spend a few extra minutes together to like unwind and enjoy the scenery.
Use your boba, son. Use your boba.
Yeah, you gotta heal yourself with your bubble tea. Although we have signs, you can change that. If if you're not a big fan of bubble tea, you can always get coffee. Boyfriend Dungeon supports different kinds of beverage.
Ciao Matteo, guarda, ti sei perso una presentazione di Iron Harvest che mi ha interessato tantissimo, anche se vabbè. E poi però ti sei risparmiato il cringe assoluto.
Well, I'll say that in the tutorial, you're sort of guided through this with S-Stock. S-Stock sort of teaches you the basics of
non sembra essere
like what the dungeon is about. And he says there's a few possibilities. He thinks maybe it has to do with, feeling a little bit cold and stagnant. Like why are they all sort of older technologies? And so it's about a fear of stagnation. Is it about a fear of getting outdated? Is it a fear of technology? You'll find out as you go. But the main focus of the game is the relationship with your weapons. But there is sort of this undercurrent of you as a player being this person who's never dated anyone before, and you move to a new town, and you go to the dungeon, and you fight monsters, and meet all these beautiful people, and hopefully you're confronting your fears a little bit too. But yeah, you can see if you vary up your light attacks and heavy attacks, you'll get different combos.
No, Iron Harvest, se ti piacciono gli strategici, dagli assolutamente un'occhiata perché sembrerebbe essere molto promettente. L'approfondimento non gli ha certo reso giustizia, però...
But that's Talward's specialty.
Okay.
It looks like there's a treasure chest, but it depends if you wanna go deeper, go get that treasure chest.
Oh.
I'm looking at your mini map in the upper right.
Oh, upper right. Oh, is it the staircase? Is that what that is?
The staircase is how you move
Exit.
further down.
Oh, but there's a treasure chest.
Yeah, right.
Oh, down this way. Okay.
I mean, it's up to you. You don't have to.
Let's go.
Have to collect all the treasure. But...
Sì, è un RTS.
There tends to be recipes that you can. Oh, it's ambush.
Ambush.
But yeah, you'll find recipes, so you can craft different armors or different hats or different outfits, or gifts. You can craft gifts to give to your.
Beh, vedete, cioè, allora, dal punto di vista di responsività eccetera è anche pensato bene, disegnato bene, è solo il tema, il problema, E poi lo sapete che io adoro le demenzialità, mi fanno ridere tantissimo. Ma questa è...
Oh, nice.
No, questa è per PC, mi sa. No, dal punto di vista tecnico sembra rispondere bene. E ti assicuro che non è una cosa scontata nel mondo indie.
Cool. Nice.
PC, Mac e Switch. Quindi hanno fatto pure multipiattaforma. Se ho questa responsabilità vuol dire che sul comparto tecnico del gioco ci hanno lavorato bene. problema è...
It's
The
ready when it's
pandemic
ready.
and everything is making it difficult. I think we had wanted to announce a
Gioco
date by
in
now,
sé, mi
but
viene da dire.
well, we're doing our best. We want the game to be really good. That's what we really want. We want all of this to be as good as it can be before it gets out into everyone's hands.
And
I
you
think our
guys,
Kickstarter backers have really high expectations. So.
this makes sense. You guys killed it with your Kickstarter, which is awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it was really fun. We met a lot of really great people. Our Discord blew up. We have a lot of really lovely folks of all different kinds that are cheering us on. And so we're not afraid of launching. We just really want it to be good because, you know, at this point we've spent over 4 years on it, and it'd be a shame to spend 4 years and then release something that you didn't think was great, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
No, di eventi no, non è
I mean, no
previsto
matter what, you
altro.
always have things you're going to want to change after launch, but...
Yeah, totally. How? So, are you in Montreal?
Yeah, we're
okay.
Montreal studio.
How is your
And the
team
team...
handling?
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say, how's your team
Sorry.
handling working remotely?
Pretty good, pretty good. We
Ciao
actually
Fabio,
already
grazie
had
mille di
one
essere
work from
passato e
home day
averci
every
fatto
week
compagnia
anyway.
in questa fiera del
So we
cringe.
had the basics set up. Of course, I think people are getting a little bit lonely and restless now that it's been a while. Don't forget to drink your tea.
Oh, where's my LB. There we go. Yeah.
Tra giovedì e venerdì c'è EA
feels
Play,
better.
EA Play,
Oh, you
esatto.
found a vending machine. Wonder what that's about.
Get some more.
$5 in there.
Some rando stuff.
Whoa, what's gonna happen?
Ooh.
Mysterious. Uh-oh.
Secret area.
You found a secret.
That's pretty dope.
Who are these
These
guys?
monsters are just hanging out. What are they doing?
So how do we find out more about the game? Is a demo coming out soon?
No, mi viene solo una domanda, no? Sono le 18:50. È il terzo gioco che hanno mostrato finora. Ne devono presentare 7. Questo dura 2 ore l'evento. Se seguono questo ritmo qua.
All the boyfriend details for you, and the community is really welcoming. So if you just want to make some new friends, maybe join and chat Boyfriend Dungeon with us anytime.
Thanks so much for joining us. It's awesome to
Thanks for having me.
get the game in our hands and play it. Oh.
Boyfriend Dungeon.
Thanks, Tanya.
Bye.
That was Tanya from Kit Fox Games. Boyfriend Dungeon, highly anticipated. Their community is crazy. It's pretty awesome. Up next, wait, let's shout out our sponsors and partners.
Questo è carino, l'abbiamo visto ieri se non sbaglio.
Xbox, Razer, Wilmer Sounds for helping put this together. We also want to shout out to our media sponsors, IGN, GameSpot, Twitch, of course. The ID at Xbox folks are working with us on Mixer. It couldn't have been possible without you guys. This is all an independent collective of developers and publishers, and they really believed in what we were doing for the movement. Also, you can contribute to the charities that we have during these crazy times. UNICEF, NAACP, and the Game Heads through our charity link below. It's definitely will help some folks out. But up next, yes, we have 30XX, the sequel to 20XX. Run the
è un sequel? Non lo sapevo. Questo sembra molto carino. Certo, mi sembra di essere tornato proprio diretto negli anni 90, però è... cioè... sembra... sembra essere molto carino. No, i colori sì, sono accesissimi i colori, però non mi danno particolarmente
That
fastidio.
was 30XX, the sequel to 20XX or 2000XX. Here we got Chris King. We're gonna play the game. Highly anticipated. How's it going?
Hello.
Good. Yeah, thanks for sharing the game. When I saw that you guys like entered 30XX, I was like, oh my god, because like 20XX, like I mean, for me personally, as a a developer and
il seguito di 20XX, ma non lo conoscevo. Sì, non lo conoscevo per niente.
It's a Mega Man clone, and then I was like looking at how you guys were developing it and evolving the game, and it was like, what? This is, obviously it pays homage, but it's a different type of experience, and to see that you guys like made that, it was successful, and then you guys are making this one, and the art looks gorgeous.
Thank you so much.
Can you tell us a little bit about the evolution of what you've done in the genre with this game?
Yeah, of course. So with the first game, we're super happy with how well 20XX did for us. It was our first commercial game. None of us had made games before. It was the first time we'd really come to this, and so first time game development's really spicy business, right? So being able to have the studio still be around at this point is super exciting to us. But even after having spent 5 years making 20XX, we still had so much more that we wanted to do with the formula. There's still so much room to improve, so much room for the game to grow. And we knew that getting it to this really like high fidelity, really crisp, punchy pixel art style was where we always kind of wanted to take the title in the first place. And so we knew there was so much more we wanted to do on pretty much every side of the game. So it just made sense to go ahead and make a full sequel.
Nice. I think you should. Can we play multiplayer? Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
We'll wait till he dies. If he dies, then which will certainly happen.
I will die.
Yeah,
for sure. All right.
So can you tell us a little bit about, like, I don't know, I'm obviously interested in the process, but tell us about the game.
Sure. So 30XX is kind of like co-op roguelike Mega Man X. So it controls a lot like the
co-op roguelike Mega Man X.
The 90s era, except with far crisper controls than are possible during that era, because we have much better like PC refresh rates now, right? So we're able to process your inputs way faster. So it's going to be crisper than was ever possible back then. But so it's kind of like that action platformer style, but everything's randomly generated every time you play through it. So the level sets you're going to see are going to be different. You're going to get powers.
Ok, i livelli sono sempre diversi.
So you can make that jump. Yeah. And your dash by default should be on either right bumper or right trigger, depending on your settings. But we don't practice that right here.
Yeah.
This is a fun piece to get right at the beginning of a demo. Maybe we'll see co-op after all. So hit those little crystals as you go. They spawn little platforms. Oh, that was fast. We're going to pretend that was very obviously on purpose, so we can test.
Because we're doing co-op. You know what I'm saying?
Bingo. That's exactly.
So
hit multiplayer, hit B, hit couch co-op, and then hit A.
Do it again.
I'm sorry, hit. I think you both hit it. Yeah, there you go.
Hit B. Okay.
So now we have one Nina and one Ace.
Let's make this happen. You're gonna have to run through this because playing this style of game and then asking questions is a rough business.
It's tough. Yeah, you really gotta focus. So you're moving around. You're dashing. If you jump while you dash, you're gonna do like a long jump that you can cross much bigger gaps with.
Wait, so you dash? This is interesting playing. Now I was talking mad stuff, and now I can't even get up. Oh, I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
You gotta go a little higher, and then you got it. There it is. Nice.
Okay.
Trial by fire. Everything's great. You notice the camera zooms out a bunch in co-op.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Ok, sì, il funzionamento della camera, sembra essere veramente carino,
As a kid, you always wanted to play these style of games with somebody, so having that component is really.
That's exactly where we were, right? When we first started making 20XX, we really just wanted the ability to have some kind of cooperative play in these kinds of games, because we always wanted them growing up, right? Growing up, you had to share the controller.
Madonna, ragazzi, Madonna, mi fa venire.
Have a really hard lesson very quickly about having difficult chunks at the beginning of a demo that's streamed in front of a bunch of people.
It's good. The game is challenging, which is great.
It is challenging. This is a very early pre-alpha for us. This is super early stuff. We've obviously spent time polishing the demo, but since it's a
ok, è una demo, ovviamente il gioco è molto in pre-alpha, ma questo in realtà mi interessa, ritornare all'infanzia così ogni tanto devo dire che sono felice.
Required precise wall jumps. Just probably where you ought to be on level 1 of a demo. I have some work to do after this.
But I learned how to jump, do a vertical wall jump.
Anche io ho fame.
Now I'm going to use that tool. You know,
ideally though, I teach you to do that without a fire that's going to kill you right there and just wrecking you.
He's dead.
Yeah, so because it's roguelike, anytime you fall in lava or touch a spike or anything like that, we're just going to do a little bit of damage to you and set you back instead of like straight up killing you. There are optional difficulty toggles, of course, that let you turn on auto kill spikes, but like pretty unfriendly for a game like this where we expect you to get through on one shot.
Ok, la difficoltà è più o meno malleabile, nel senso che sì, può essere veramente difficile sto gioco a livelli...
So in 20XX there are 4 basic level themes you play through twice every time you play through a run of the game. Where a run of the game is 8 levels that are themes, 8 main sequence stages that are in a semi-random order. The player has some level of control over the order in which they tackle the stages, but not complete control. So like in a Mega Man game, you finish a stage and there's 7 stages left, right? And you can pick whatever one.
Yeah.
Oh, you're getting chased, run.
Got smashed by the wolf spikies.
And maybe don't
A posto.
So the big thing you're noticing here, and this is critical to our process here, right? Is that you're making progress. Each of these runs has gotten further than the last.
Yes, we're getting better.
You absolutely are.
We're learning machines.
Yeah, in 30XX, each boss, each main sequence stage has his own entire unique set this time. Oh, it's this piece again. Oh, look at that.
See that? I learned it.
No, ragazzi, sapete, io per esempio non sono un grande giocatore, io gioco in maniera istintiva, mi piace, non giudico gli altri che giocano mai perché ognuno gioca come vuole, eccetera. Però se stai presentando un gioco, santi Dio, è una situazione ufficiale, guarda quello che non gliela fa saltare sul... Ma guarda.
Just a co-op feature. And then let it go.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, schnooks.
Old carryover feature from 20XX. It's important. You know, one of the things here is that we want to make sure that when you're playing 30XX with a friend, that it's always a fun experience, regardless of potential like skill disparities between players.
Yeah, I was thinking that. That's cool.
One of the things that can get really tough.
Effettivamente hanno messo il comando.
The bonus for us adding that was definitely at one PAX with 20XX years ago.
Per teletrasportarsi dall'altro giocatore, così se ce n'è uno un po' più così, c'è uno che è molto bravo e uno che è un pochettino più scarsino, praticamente lo sta boostando quell'altro, ok?
Made their experience a million times better, so we spent a little time, shot that, and got it in. And of course, we want to make sure that all of
Gestalt,
the lessons we
Sinder.
learned while we were making 20XX.
Eccolo, a posto. Cam morta. Madonna, ragazzi,
I haven't even seen this piece.
Io che devo fare? È l'unica che ho, almeno per adesso, dopo la morte di quell'altra. Mo' vediamo se si riprende.
Yeah, we want the game, you know, so obviously at the top end, like with this kind of game, hey, a revive capsule. Hey, it's good to know.
Perché ultimamente si sta morendo di più, ma sta anche riprendendosi di più, se non altro.
While the game needs to be properly challenging at the top end, like if you grew up with these kind of games, you want the super spicy, intense, like perfect platforming that the sort of harder top end of these games really can afford. Hey, box. Hey, some health and some money.
I got items.
Can he teleport down to me?
Yeah, so that, well, don't do it on a fire.
Yeah.
Try it. Go down that. Yeah, there you go. So it should work pretty much anywhere.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right,
how big is
come up on this chase section again?
Oh, okay, yeah. So we know that we don't want to get hit by the wolf spikes.
Oops. Don't want to get hit by the spikes. Well,
fire.
Flame.
Dash it out.
No, I want to get. Oh, look at that! Look at my skills on.
Nothing is broken.
That's
I thought my
a little further. That was
I thought my skills were impeccable.
Level than last time.
It's super fun. How big is your team?
It really depends on how you measure. There are 8 or so of us working on 30XX right now, all of which in different capacities. You know, if you're adding up everybody's like full-time contributions, it's probably more like 6. You know, it's myself doing tech creative design. We've got 2 lovely artists, one doing characters and sprite work. That's Clever Kataki. If you recognize this kind of sprite style from either like Rogue Legacy or Chasm or Duelist, same guy.
Oh yeah, cool.
The tiles and the backdrops and all that stuff is Fabian Jastrzemski, German environment artist. They've both been lovely. Brandon Ellis, our composer in Georgia, with all the sweet tunes that you've got to have.
Uno di loro ha lavorato in Chasm.
We've got a
Gioco che mi è piaciuto tantissimo.
No,
it's good. It's interesting. That's cool.
Yeah, it's about twice the size of 20XX's team. It's been solid. So, Murray, you can teleport up.
Yeah, I'm gonna teleport over there. Oh no!
Did you get deaded?
All right, one more teleport. He teleported up while you were in midair, and then he fell back in the hole. All right.
I was wondering if that was possible, or. But yes, it is. So you got to be careful when you teleport.
Nice.
I like the rogue aspects. Just the variety and not knowing exactly what you're faced, but the skills.
Glimlight, ho visto. Credo di averlo messo in lista dei desideri. Purtroppo di questi giochi presentati adesso pochi hanno la richiesta di chiave aperta.
E we don't love Mega Man 2's like Heatman disappearing blocks where the only way to get it is to
dicevo, gran parte di quelli che hanno mostrato è che danno una chiave, l'avevo già chiesta io per fatti miei. Vi prego, basta.
Obviously it's a very early roguelike, like we're still very early in the process, we're not even on early access yet, we got a ways to go there. But there's still a pretty decent amount of level generation here.
That's awesome. So when are you releasing? Do you have a date?
That is a great question. We don't have a firm date yet. We're definitely going to do early access. So early access for 20XX. If anybody watching either played 20XX or saw it during early access, you know that we were in early access for 2.5 years, about really a long time. The only reason we're still here, the only reason the studio is still here, the only reason we get to make a new game is because our incredible early access community on 20XX gave us the feedback and the resources and the pushes we need.
Non so mica se si può fare un altro livello. Io credo che sia molto roguelike, nel senso che se vedete, cioè alcune cose si ripetono, ma non nello stesso ordine.
But it depends on a lot of stuff. And then 1.0 is sometime after that. You know, we can't hit a 1.0 release date until we know exactly how much stuff we got to get done in early access.
Basta, ti prego. Ok, grazie.
The game is gorgeous. It's really fun to play. And you're releasing on
il gioco è bello, sembra ben fatto. Sì, un po' di proceduralità c'è, anche se vabbè i singoli blocchi sono riconoscibili, quindi secondo me hanno creato diversi blocchi che si susseguono nel corso del livello e che sono messi un po' a caso. C'è la demo e l'ho già scaricata, ragazzi. Mi ricordavo, infatti.
Then of course you can wishlist it, yeah. Please do.
Wishlist the game, play the game. The game is really cool. Thanks so much for hopping on. Where can we find you and the game? Any last shout outs?
Yeah, I mean, I'm so proud of the team we put together. Thank you guys so much for helping us get this game to where it is now.
Allora,
shout out the community for having been so supportive.
Onestamente, ragazzi, ve lo ripeto, non sono il tipo che bada troppo a queste cose, però santi Dio erano veramente tanto impediti. E ve lo dice uno che non è certo un granché nelle cose.
Of course, thank you guys. Take care.
All right.
Era molto meglio se erano gli sviluppatori stessi a portarsi uno a fianco che giocava al gioco, lo mostrava, eccetera.
Next up, we have West of Dead.
West of Dead, ragazzi, ok.
Let's roll to the trailer.
Purgatory, Wyoming, 1888. A shifting land shaped by the souls of the dead.
Questo è veramente carino, ragazzi. Solo che non c'era la demo disponibile. Mi state dicendo che c'è la demo anche di questo? Sì, ma cioè, alla fine sono d'accordo con te. Almeno uno che mostri un po' il gioco, le potenzialità, eccetera. Qualche cosettina in più e non uno che si incarta sulla prima fiamma 47 volte. disegno strano, darchettone e molto cartunoso, stilistico e molto visual novel.
And a hero only dies once.
Ah, l'ispirazione c'è di Ghost Rider.
A hero is someone who keeps coming.
No, vabbè, ma c'è la musica, no, c'è la narrazione sopra, ci ho pensato. È nel trailer, sant'Iddio. Ma c'è la open beta. Ah, è solo su Xbox però. Aspetta. Il tipo di cose che devo segnare.
West of Dead. We got Adam on the line. What is poppin', Adam? How you doing?
Good. Very good, thank you. Excited.
I like your poster. Logan is sick.
Oh yeah, I've got loads of rubbish up here. Loads of daft stuff.
Yeah, so
Sei
we've
inglesissimo.
been playing the game. Like, congratulations! It looks amazing.
Oh, thank you.
It's so awesome to have, you know,
Bella Lu.
the actors you have involved with it. It's
Yes,
the game
it's
is
very
gorgeous.
lucky.
Yeah, how did that even come about?
Well, you know, I'd like to say it was completely by design, 100% skill. It was our plan the whole time, but really, it only happened when we teamed up with Raw Fury, and
Okay.
they saw something a lot bigger in the game than we had the confidence. Being British, we're low on confidence. So they had a lot more confidence in the title and what we were making than we presumed to have. So they said, "Oh, you guys, you know, who would be your ideal, you know, actor to be the narrator in this game?" And we were like, "Well, you know, Ron Perlman." They'll never
Yeah.
get him. And they did. So we thought they were joking most of the time, and then they said, "No, we really have got him." And yeah, so that was a bit of a dream come true for us, to be honest.
That's cool. Yeah, shout out to Raw Fury. They've been amazing with the working with us on the Guerrilla Collective, and then showcasing your game. Some exclusive stuff was pretty awesome. I mean, we've been following this game for a while. And yeah, having Ron Perlman, it definitely, you know, adds notoriety, but also to the theme.
Ron Perlman, ne stanno parlando anche loro.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Il gioco mi ha interessato fin dall'inizio, ragazzi.
So yeah, we're very, very lucky.
So tell us about the game and like how you came up with the whole your team came up with the idea and the design.
Level 1 farmer shotgun.
No, so I mean, what we usually like to say is that a person had a very clear idea on everything. That isn't how this happened at all. It was very much a
a quanto pare c'è la demo su Xbox One. Io ieri avevo controllato tutte le demo disponibili su Steam e questo specificatamente non c'era. A quanto pare hanno fatto la demo solo su Xbox One. Un po' stranina come cosa, però va bene, buono a sapersi. Se così è, ce la andiamo a procurare.
Luckily for us, it seemed to come together into something that has its own sort of voice, which we're quite proud of.
So tell us a little bit about the mechanics as he's smashing.
So as you can see, I mean, you can see straight away that we were, you know, trying to meld two different shooter genres that very rarely have anything to do with one another.
Darksiders Genesis non so. Allora, però sai che ti dico un pochetto forse.
See what could happen if we brought cover mechanics into the center of the twin stick experience. And,
dai, hai dato una buona descrizione, ma no, Darksiders Genesis con fattezze Ghost Riders Western. Vabbè, in effetti per quanto strano possa sembrare, alla fine un po' riporta, devo dire.
We're trying to get this clear sense of like a Western style gunfight where you crouch behind cover, count your bullets, dash out, do some damage, and then get back into cover again. And nearly every system in the game is to try and do one of two things. The baddies are either trying to get
Ragazzi,
you out of
io
cover,
vi chiedo scusa, ma devo veramente fare una puntatina al cesso, che la vescica mi è diventata più o meno una mongolfiera tipica delle Highlands scozzesi. Non so che vuol dire, però torno subito, ragazzi.
As you go along, so they're trying to destroy the cover while you're trying to kill them.
Absolutely, yeah. So with the classic Western shootouts, you'll dive behind cover, reload your weapons, and you have a boost to how quickly you can reload when you're behind cover. So there's good reasons to get in there. But cover doesn't last forever. The great thing about it, though, is you can shoot from cover with complete impunity. If you're behind cover, even if you're shooting, the cover's going to take the damage, not you. But it doesn't last forever.
Nice. That's really cool. It does definitely look like a living, breathing comic book, which is...
Oh, thank you very much. I really That's exactly what we were hoping to hear.
You know, all the characters have a lot of like interesting design. He's got the red cape and kind of like the Ghost Rider flame, but then he has this like... I'm an art dude, so like, you know, looking at that, this is the first thing I kind of key into, but he has like the slash across his skull, which is really like makes him stand out. You know, I could definitely see figures and stuff made from this character.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think a lot of our sort of love for different comic books shone through in a lot of the designs, especially when it came to like the main characters and that appear in the title, for sure. Very good. You're playing well. Oh, as you can see, we've had to use quite a lot of interesting things with the different weapons you have as well. So shotguns have a very short range compared to rifles. And there's about 4 different flavors of weapons. There's rifles, shotguns, pistols, and revolvers. And each of these squeeze the player into a different corner of the gameplay. So shotguns are great close up and have a wide arc, but you've really got to get out from cover to get close enough to use them most of the time, unless you're willing to sit put and wait for something to come to you.
So can you tell us about or tell the world about the story and the narrative behind what's going on?
Yeah, love to, absolutely love to. So we are doing quite a riff of the kind of like a stranger in town, sort of classic Western style story. You don't know who you are, you don't know who you were, but you know that there is a new place that you need to clean up. And but this place, different from other Westerns, is set in the afterlife, but not your classical kind of Christian style afterlife that we taught. It's its own place, it's got its own kind of lore, and this is a place which is shaped by the memories and fears of the souls that are stuck there. And normally the souls will pass through, everything's fine, and they face some kind of judgment. The good ones head east and the bad ones are sent west. But for some reason, purgatory is stuck. People aren't leaving when they should, and that's because something's gone wrong, which is what you're there to sort out.
Rieccomi ragazzi, perdonate. Sì, pausa, vescica in modalità barile.
Oh, we've had a lot of fun designing a lot of these enemies. I mean, the other thing about the story is, with the structure, is a kind of a roguelite structure.
Quell'altro, Weird West, uno a prima botta senza badarci molto potrebbe confonderli effettivamente.
Make the players' skill build up and keep facing them with new surprises each run. But trying to mesh that with a clear story is a challenge, actually.
Yeah,
so we had to start thinking about the story not as a straight line, but as a spiral that goes back around and back around to the same points. And what can we tell the player in these known little areas of the game, and which is usually in between levels, it turns out. So there's a little cast of characters who will tell you a bit about themselves, a bit about your past, as well as recurring antagonists that you'll come across as bosses as the game moves forward.
So is it the enemy distribution is randomized, and are like
distribuzione dei nemici randomizzata,
or just mostly the enemy distribution?
It is. So every room. Sorry, you're speaking to the coder here, so stand back. I'm going to start going into detail.
Go in.
So every room that you're in has been thought of as like a dozen different flavors of encounters. Cool. So there's lots of different places where it might be a good place to have cover, it might be a good place to have a column in the way, and then also the rooms are all combined in different orders. The contents of the room
prossima stanza è morto.
And also we have basically a magic bucket of baddies that we put in a certain number of points.
Uncharted dell'eredità perduta è l'unico che non c'ho. Ma mo sto facendo tutta la serie, quindi
pour out a few baddies for each room. So
ciao TikTok!
to have some degree
sì.
on the exact number of enemies that you might have, but we kind of make
Ken Levine con i Ghost Story Games, non ne ho più sentito parlare.
One of these guys as a minimum, but we can never have more than 2 of these types of baddies. So when we throw that through a computer, we end up with what we hope is a best of both, where there are rules and structure to the kind of encounters that you have. It will never be a mob of purely melee guys. At the same time, it won't be the same every time either. It'll be different for every single run.
That's cool.
A posto.
Yes.
I was wondering about health because I was like, it looked like I went to a room where I was like, was I saving my progress there? What was the?
That's right. Ring? Yeah. So if the skull flashes in the bottom right corner, yeah. So that ring, those are save points. So you can recover your run back from there if you haven't died. So if you have to go make a cup of tea or coffee, you can come back and continue your run from there.
Got it.
So it's got an in-game save, so you can runs can get pretty long. So if you're like, oh, I'm an hour in, but I don't want to lose my run, you can stop and come back later on.
Okay.
And also,
purtroppo del gameplay di Mafia pure non ne ho sentito tanto parlare, però
for example, a health flask, which
ci sono ancora un po' di eventi in cui potrebbe essere forse inserito, tipo in quello Microsoft potrebbe
give you just a slight leg up at the start of the runs. So depending on how confident you are, you can, if you really need to, grind it a little bit just to give yourself a bit of a leg up, or if you're feeling super on it from the start, you can get further without having to die so many times.
This game is West of Dead looks dope, man.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's really cool. People are gonna definitely enjoy this. So right now, can you wishlist on Steam?
Questo mi interessa,
You can play the demo.
Questo mi interessa assai e me lo voglio giocare il prima possibile. È pieno di demo, ragazzi, sono tipo 10 le demo che mi sono procurato negli ultimi giorni.
I'm meant to say this. I can't see any notifications popping up. So if you play the open beta, I think you can get a discount on the launch, which is on Thursday.
Thursday is the launch, so everybody pick that
Thursday?
Up.
Ma fra pochi giorni.
Check out this game. It's really awesome.
Ma è tipo fra 3 giorni.
How can we find out more
Aspetta,
about you and your team?
Lo stesso giorno di The Last of Us parte 2? Vabbè, ma cacchio.
Yeah, please. So we are Upstream Arcade. Google us. We should be there. I won't do that right now. But, yeah, Google us. Find out a bit more about us. And this is West of Dead. And yeah, the team got a very small team, only 4 people.
Oh, really?
The Central team. So we're very excited / nervous and hope that everyone has a lot of fun playing it.
Cool. Thanks so much. Thanks, Adam. That was West of Dead. The game is cool. Shout out to Raw Fury again for hooking them up with Ron Perlman and just being amazing publishers. Next up, we have System Shock.
Ah, System Shock. Qua Oscar, sarai felice tu. Io mi sono già provato la demo, quindi. Wolf, sai qual è il problema di venerdì? È che non ho il tempo di fare il video perché The Last of Us parte da mezzanotte, no? Ma proprio accessibile a mezzanotte, quindi io anche faccio il video, poi comunque devo aspettare a caricarlo perché c'è l'EA Play dopo un'ora. Quindi paradossalmente in questa specifica situazione mi conviene fare la live. Esce prima il video. Già. L'unico problema è che la devo staccare tipo ai 40-45 e poi corri e editare la descrizione e tutto quanto per fare l'EA Play. Perché li voglio fare entrambi, assolutamente. Vabbè, questo è quello a cui sono giunto, ragazzi.
So that was the System Shock trailer, which we showed yesterday on the Guerrilla Collective for the first time. The game looks
Beh, allora
really
ragazzi,
amazing.
System Shock non fa tanto per me,
CEO of Night Dive
però
Games,
sembra,
and it's great to have you here to talk with us, the CEO of
provatelo,
Night Dive.
c'è la
How's
demo,
it going?
provatelo.
Good. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I'm glad to be here to talk Shock.
I thought you said talk shop or talk shiznits. No, it's so awesome to have you. I'm a big fan of like a lot of the stuff that you've remastered and the games that you've worked on previously. I think I was talking about like maybe a week before we knew you were, going to be on.
C'è già una
like
demo
Turok
disponibile.
and Sin Gold and just a lot of the games that you guys worked on, which were a big part of my childhood, with my like Voodoo card, Voodoo 2 card, VFX chip card and my like janky Celeron processor, but playing all those games back in the day, they were like the first 3D games. So it's cool that you were able to jump in and have your team work on System Shock. Congratulations on the success that you've had so far.
Yeah, thank you very much. And you could say kind of the core philosophy of Night Dive is then to go out and find those games that you and I both played as
La puntata di Horizon di oggi, guardatela ragazzi, soprattutto verso la fine. Mi sa che riderete.
New generations can enjoy them as well.
Yeah.
Vi spoilerò che forse non ci saranno più puntate. Mannaggia la miseria maledetta. Impestata, come si dice. Indovinate qual è il problema. Ciao Andrea.
With the re-release of System Shock 2, which up to that point had not seen a digital re-release of any kind. And the success of that is kind of what catapulted Night Dive into the business of going out and finding other IP and other games to resurrect.
Oh, cool.
And System Shock was just one of those games that once we had the rights to it, we knew was kind of owed a remaster or a re-release of some kind, because as good as it was back in 1994, it was very obtuse. The control scheme was kind of notoriously difficult to master.
Ragazzi, lo vedete nella puntata, ma è una cosa che conoscete di me.
On the cusp of
no, ma che Souls-like?
In the industry.
Non è Souls-like, tutto bellissimo il gioco, tutto bellissimo.
So it just didn't
Ho
really
io un
have the
problema.
chance to really breathe and to show what it had to offer. And so we thought it was just the perfect game to.
L'atmosfera è inquietante, retro. Veramente, mi sono preso un paio di colpi in sto gioco già nella demo.
It started off as a Kickstarter project back in 2016, and it's grown and evolved to what we're playing now.
What were some of the things that you did to make it more accessible?
Ecco, infatti Oscar ci ha beccato, e anche Wolf. Dato che uscirà per PC, mi sono detto, ma vaffanculo. Avevi una horror come l'inizio di BioShock. Sì. E si stanno giocando i presentatori, mi viene da dire purtroppo, disgraziatamente. Avete presente le bestie di Horizon? La sottospecie di cavalli e di lupi eccetera che hanno sulla schiena i piccolissimi cosi da prendere che sono i punti deboli, cose del genere. Ora immaginate me mirare con l'arco da lontano su quei punti su un cavallo in corsa.
Yeah, this is a game that definitely benefits from an upgrade, a modernization, and this is really beautiful. In terms of how it looks, not only but gameplay too. And I was noticing that like as you get close to things, they still have this sort of pixelated. Let me go to something.
Ma guardate ragazzi, System Shock è una remaster, quindi se non avete presente il titolo originale, come non ce l'avevo io, eccetera, avete tanto la sensazione di retro. Però hanno fatto un gran bel lavoro con la remaster, cioè la luce non ti fa sentire in un gioco vecchio. Vedete cosa? Un gioco retro ti fa sentire, che non è la stessa cosa di vecchio. Devo dire notevole assai.
Artistically, and one of the first things we did was
remake.
Actually brought on the original concept artist,
a me sembra
main artist from the original System Shock
awesome.
to re-envision
Okay.
all the environments, all the enemies, all the weapons, pretty much everything. And so
No, infatti è vero, era remake, errore mio. Però stavo pensando... Vabbè, allora in tal caso hanno maggior ragione. Hanno fatto un ottimo lavoro nel dare... perché effettivamente è molto retro. Io pensavo che alcuni asset l'avessero riutilizzati, per questo mi è venuto a dire remaster. Non ho fatto mente locale che effettivamente questo è un remake. Comunque, qualcosa posso dirvi di questo gioco, ragazzi? Padre degli immersive sim, e ve l'ha detta giusta Oscar, assolutamente, che ama questo genere, quindi ci fidiamo di lui assolutamente. Quello che posso dirvi è la mia impressione è che, artisticamente parlando, l'atmosfera, come pensate il gameplay, tutto quanto, è un po' macchinosetto, ma gli immersive sim sono così, da molti punti di vista, ma ti fa... tanto effetto.
Primarily a PC gamer. I had a Mac, but you know, it was one of those games where you're like, because Deus Ex for me was one of my favorite games.
Così anche Chris si trova da Dio con il pad, non lo sostituirebbe mai con mouse e tastiere. Esatto. E Nico non deve mica usare per forza l'arco. E che cosa gli tiro? Le invettive?
It's so awesome that you've done this. You've gone to this effort. And this is funny too. It's like
posso colpire in mischia, ma sai com'è? Ti vede?
You know, with the textures that they had, where it's like, okay, enter
Sì,
the
sì, la demo è su PC.
Here.
Yeah, you know what I just noticed is you're playing with a gamepad, and it might be a lot more difficult, just because we haven't really implemented full controller support yet. Like, it seems like you're getting by.
Yeah.
But when the game does
come lo
come
capisco
out
mentre sta usando il pad?
You know, PlayStation and Xbox and
ecco, qui mi sono preso un colpo.
It's going to be a lot more fluid.
Sì, ragazzi, lo so che posso usare la lancia e altre armi, infatti l'ho usata un sacco, però quel cacchio di arco lo dovrete pur usare in certi momenti, specie quando devi colpire quelle stracacchio di vedette che vanno in giro, no? Senza farti sentire dagli altri. Ecco, quello è stato il dramma. Anche perché devi essere parecchio preciso. I punti deboli sono pochi. Cioè, un po', non è vero. Uno piuttosto visibile. Però sono piccoli. Non la posso fare.
Near the end of development, we'll go ahead and re-record all this audio with professional voice actors and new lines.
Right. I was wondering that, and
ma in effetti io questa un attimino voglio... Scusate un attimo, posso vedere? Un attimo, torno subito.
You know, an option. I don't know if you're gonna keep it, but it is fun to hear the old stuff.
I remember playing this and those dudes creeped me the hell out.
Yeah.
It's still creepy as hell.
You may want to use a meta patch pretty soon.
Oh yeah.
Ma infatti io mi ricordavo una cosa del genere. Su Steam c'è scritto effettivamente System Shock Remastered. Ecco da dove mi ricordavo questa cosa. Ma sarà una sorta di remake 1-1, tipo Crash, no?
Okay, hold on. I've got a keyboard. Wait, I have to get out of this, do I? Oh,
there you go. You could
che l'hanno chiamata Remastered, ma non è. Ci ha fatto pure un video Sabaku bello dettagliato sull'argomento.
The gamepad is working.
Yeah, if I just make it happen. If I was good at it. Yeah.
Infatti Oscar e Manu in questo caso mi sa che avete ragione tutte e due. Oscar, tu hai ragione, ti ero un remake, è palesemente un remake, ma questi hanno scritto remaster.
Awesome that everybody can play it and you can wishlist it now on Steam, correct?
That's right. Yeah.
Nice.
And it's out on GOG and Steam currently.
Okay, cool. And when you release, are you going to release multi-platform simultaneously, or are you going to release PC first?
Release?
A simultaneous release is the plan, so we'll be hitting PlayStation, Xbox, and
allora,
PC
release simultaneo su tutte le piattaforme, quindi saranno felici i ragazzi sulle console.
Makes sense. You don't have a release yet, or do you have one?
Ma?
It's to be decided.
Niente, non c'è la data, mi dispiace.
When it's done, I mean, we're kind of at that stage right now where we've invested so much time.
Yeah.
Oh, you're dead.
I can deal with this.
Oh, maybe.
Oppure no. Sì.
You got deaded.
We've invested so much time and so much love and passion into this project, really, that it's going to be done when it's done. I know as cliched as that sounds, it's like
È riuscito a giocare peggio di me
when it's released, and we're not gonna
durante
Totally makes sense.
durante la demo.
It's like a masterpiece. I know a lot of people were waiting for the trailer, and when they saw the updated trailer yesterday, they went crazy. So that it's awesome to see that kind of love, you know, get pushed back into something that you love, you know.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of that is kind of owed to just the lineage that System Shock has, which spans as far as, you know, the BioShock games.
Sì, ragazzi, giocano malissimo. Io non so perché, ma non è certo la prima volta in un evento che fanno questo, e io non capisco come mai decidono di fare. Non supereranno mai quella volta della presentazione di Cuphead.
We know you're waiting very patiently, and we're doing our best to deliver something that's going to be memorable and that is going to be worth the wait.
Questi confronti a quello che provoca Cuphead per la stampa sono tipo degli speedrunner. Però, vabbè, insomma.
To learn about it too. So yeah, shout out. Do you
Cool,
have,
thank you guys.
How can we find more about your team and the game?
No, allora, il coso di Baldur's Gate effettivamente fece la tra virgolette, ovviamente, figura di merda di crepare malissimo mentre mostrava la demo di gameplay. Esatto.
We've got collector's editions, t-shirts, art books, all that stuff.
Quello di Borderlands non mi ricordo se era proprio lui, mi sa che era un altro ragazzo del team.
Night Dive Studio, you can
Poi Baldur's Gate invece era proprio lui.
We ran out of characters like you guys.
Sven.
Yeah, Guerrilla Collect. I know how that is. So
yeah,
for sure. But yeah, thanks for joining us, and everybody go try out the demo.
Yeah.
The wish list. It's gonna be dope.
Cool, thank you guys.
All right.
Awesome.
Però quella volta di Sven con il fail è stato divertente, è stato un po' una cosa goliardica, quindi ci sta, e per l'evento va anche bene così. Questi invece no, sono molto tecnici senza esserlo.
Like he was saying, like the games that have come after this, it's had such an impact on the industry, and super excited that they're not going to release it until they're ready, because this is a super important game. So that's really cool.
Yeah. Well, let's shout out our sponsors again. We got Carlos
di Eternal Cylinder, quello che abbiamo già visto, che non siamo riusciti a capire che gioco fosse. Abbiamo pensato tutti a Spore, però.
Shout out to ITA, Xbox, Razer, Fully Illustrated, Wilmer Sound, AV Society, Astro. We got a Razer machine here. They've been dope. Also shout out to IGN and ID at Xbox again.
Può personalizzare la PS5. Oddio, dipende che cosa intendi per personalizzare. Intanto ci sono due versioni. È già quello. Probabilmente ci saranno multiple versioni con differenti capacità di hard disk.
Came together to do this because there was a lack of E3 and we wanted to get visibility for, you know, the games that we've
Se c'era Oscar l'aveva platinato in diretta. Non invitatelo mai a un gioco, perché magari it's a very challenging game. It take you half an hour. Finito.
Through the link below. And we are going to be rolling literally into the next game. Yes, here's the trailer for Eternal Cylinder.
Manu, guarda, devi dribblare un sacco di minchiate che girano in questo periodo. Tanto questa cosa a breve la sapremo. Secondo me ci sarà la versione nera. Mo' io ve lo dico, esattamente come c'era la versione bianca della PS4. Questa volta è invertito. Presentano prima la bianca. E vi ricordo la battuta più bella. Anzi, no, non ve la ridico. Ricordate il meme più bello. Ecco, questo gioco qua, c'è questo cilindro continentale che trita tutto quanto quello che gli si para davanti agli occhi, no? E tu sei un'innocente creatura che deve evolvere in 1000 modi diversi per scappare. E se ci pensate è incredibilmente ansiogena e traumatica come cosa. La creatura però è pucciosa. Però ci sono un sacco di pericoli e di cose brutte nel mondo, no? Vedi, ti devi adattare, fare delle cose. Boh. Se no la fanno pure nera, sono razzisti. Esattamente. No, lo so, Oscar, che non è ufficiale, è una fan art. Quella nera, blu e nera e rossa però secondo me nera la faranno proprio ufficiale. Ma parere mio, mica. Ecco, questo sembrerebbe. Questo è di nuovo il trailer, che è tipo la terza volta che lo vediamo negli eventi di sto periodo. Mo che vediamo il gameplay, mi tolgo un paio di dubbi, perché non capisco se mi attira o no questo gioco. Sì, ma a parte che Manu, anche senza che te la dipingi tu, ci saranno sicuramente delle ditte che vendono tipo il set di sticker, quelli super di alta qualità, per ricoprire la console, per fare il wrap alla console con un sacco di cose diverse. Ci stanno tante di ditte che fanno cose. C'è sicuro della roba per PS5.
Like when you first start,
sì, infatti se c'è nera la voglio nera con le lucette blu elettrico. Esatto.
Around 2015, 2016, I did a type of like a small prototype I did with a colleague.
Yeah.
It wasn't expected to be like the official next Ace Team game that we were doing at the time. It was just a kind of a personal project, and we took it to a GDC, like to show it around, but then it started catching the attention of people and was like, wow,
con il mio sfondo sta bene, vero?
More than we anticipated, and it grew into this pretty large project. I would say definitely one of the biggest things we've done to date. So yeah, it's been quite a trip.
The game is so dope that people are accusing it of breaking the stream.
Yes, I noticed that.
And we're gonna
it doesn't break this one.
Yeah, it definitely. We hope so. When the cylinder comes, run, because we don't want the stream to be steamrolled. We are going to be making a moat because everyone's so good in the chat. I know everyone's talking
È come Matteo che rientra dopo tanto silenzio a gamba tesa con supremazia bianca per la 5. Ale.
It's cool.
I hit continue.
We're gonna play in a continued state. It's gonna be great.
Well, I can let you.
Maybe
you're the big. Yeah, start. Go to the main menu and maybe start from the beginning.
Okay, let's do that.
That is going to show the
new game. Cool, awesome. Yeah, just walk us through it. The gameplay and what's going on.
No, le mie console sono tutte quante senza brandizzazione di nessun tipo. Effettivamente, tutte sempre tutte così.
Which are being introduced here in this intro cinematic, which are the Trebum. The Trebum are directly inspired by Qbert.
Mi sa tanto che il creatore di PS5 era un SSS. Puoi dire che il creatore di PS5 era un livello ben riuscito di Devil May Cry?
And eat things in the environment and transforms. You're a family of these little creatures that are born in this alien world. As you see, as soon as you
non ne ho fatto tipo neanche uno all'epoca.
Intro cinematic, you start right there in
ecco, infatti questa cosetta sembra carina, no? La cosa che mi preoccupa di più di questo gioco è il gameplay vero e proprio.
Not a survival game, it's an adventure game, but not an adventure game. It's really something that's quite different.
Ok, quindi un gameplay molto particolare, un pochettino adventure ma non troppo, un po' survival ma non troppo, ok?
Maybe the looks of some of the creature designs and stuff like that, but it's its own thing.
Yeah, this feels really unique.
It's very intuitive, like how you have to combine like different elements,
run
things that you have to.
If you look backwards, you start and immediately you have this massive cylinder that's crushing the whole world. You don't know what's going on. And one of the big difficulties we've had with the project is definitely the technical aspect is pretty big in this project, because we have everything that's being destroyed here is actually dynamic. It's not that we faked it only for the. We didn't only fake it for the.
Ok, la distruzione di tutto è dinamica, non è scriptata. La faccia, un po' si è visto dalla caduta di quell'albero, però vabbè, complimenti per l'intenzione, se non altro.
For this game, the cylinder is rolling at times all the time.
Sempre presente con batto touch e doppi sensi, boss. Molto bene, allora abbiamo ciò che ci serve. Perfetto.
all sorts of different solutions for static objects, like solid objects like rocks and things that you can see kind of break and explode, but we also have trees that bend and many different things, the creatures that can crush and stuff.
Yeah. He was making me nervous.
E quindi aspiri cose e le assimili.
Look forward.
Yeah, we've been at the beginning we had the cylinder going like at a stable speed, and people were dying in the very first minutes of the game. So we don't want that to happen. But right now that the cylinder has stopped, you start getting introduced into the basic, the first basic things that the creature starts. And as you'll see, you get these like kind of weird grasshoppers. And they drop this little egg there, and if you eat it and choose it, you'll notice one of the main features of the game. Right now, our little friend is eating that piece, and boop, you grow these grasshopper legs, which allow you to sort of come out of the ditch and sort of start exploring and playing around. So the game is separated in a structure that's not very typical compared to other titles, in a sense that yes, it is procedurally generated, the terrain, but at certain moments we have the game
il terreno generato proceduralmente, ma comunque ci sono dei punti predesignati per la narrazione. Ok, il che a me non dispiace affatto.
So if you, for
un
instance,
aspirapolvere vivente.
You can see that fish over there, the one that's swimming over there. If you can go and eat it, try going there and eat. Yeah, exactly. If you go out and eat it, you'll notice that you'll acquire another mutation.
Un'altra mutazione.
The mutations stack on each other. Not all of them, but now you have a big body, so this allows you to have a big.
È come un aumento dell'inventario. Vabbè, ragazzi, è carino. E l'unico problema è che pesi di più.
Mutations can alter different aspects of the struggle in many ways. So these are
oh, go ahead.
Sure.
No, talk about it. This thing is crazy looking.
Yeah, that's one of the animals of the game. They just wander around there. Those are. They can try to roll over you, and so there's a lot of things that roll over you in this game. But we have like this whole ecosystem of different alien creatures, and they're separate by different biomes. So we have.
L'obiettivo credo che sia sopravvivere, no? E riuscire a un certo punto a sopravvivere al cilindro, cioè che a un certo punto diventi così potente che puoi fermare il cilindro o qualcosa del genere, no? Almeno per come l'ho capito. No. Ok, è comodo, ok.
Yeah, we made rock of ages.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. It's like reminiscent.
We like rolling, so.
That's cool.
Ciao Nico, grazie mille di essere passato. Infatti non so perché non sta usando tutto. Io avrei cominciato a usare cose a caso. Voglio diventare una cosa assurda e usare tutto. Ok. E sì, questi sono quei momenti scriptati. Il che non mi dispiace, perché a me personalmente i sandbox, quelli un po' più puri, non è che piacciono poi così tanto.
What makes it unique also is the aspect of how progression goes on with the cylinders sort of forcing you to move forward, and we have to sort of build the world
è ripartito
as you move forward. So we constantly have to load in the environment.
So cool.
Look at these guys.
So now you should go to the tower that you see. You should roll to any of those two towers. You can check. You see the big red beam?
Yeah.
Go that direction, for instance. Okay. Yeah. Either of those.
He's getting nervous. You see that?
I'm panicking.
He's like walking slowly.
Freaking out.
The music is intended to be.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
You have to reach that tower over there.
I'll make
this is the very beginning, so you're basically learning the.
That's cool.
Ok, ci sono dei modi per fermare il cilindro almeno temporaneamente.
Red glow and it really catches a lot of speed. I mean, it goes really, really fast. So you're basically racing your way for your life. And with all these little creatures, you have to really, really run away.
Oh, look at that guy.
Yeah, that's we call him the Chomper.
Yeah, you should stand there and let him eat you, Alex.
I have to stay on the blue.
Oh.
I've got to stop the cylinder, right?
Stop it up. There we go.
So, there you're safe, and you can...
I was scared. I thought Chomper was going to smash you on while you were stopping it.
He's a vegetarian.
Wow.
So the structure of the game is a little bit like that, but not entirely. You have to remember this is a kind of the onboarding aspect part of the game. So here's a little bit more peaceful. There are creatures that can actually kill you.
Però dai, onestamente se la merita la considerazione.
Kind of snowy area that you can go over there. So that's a small brief introduction to one of the different biomes. So if you go there, you'll notice that the treble will start shaking and because it's cold, and you're going to actually start losing health. But if you move to the left over there, I'm just cheating here. I'm telling you, you can see those like puffy balls near to those corals things that are right behind you. If you could go right back to the behind you, right behind you, where you see that sort of coral things.
Coral. Oh, this.
Looks like
yeah, those.
No.
Turn around.
Okay. Turn around to go the other way.
Right there.
Into the snow.
Into the snow. Okay. Sorry, there's a little bit of a delay, I think. When you, okay.
Yeah. There. You see the puffy purple balls to the left. To the left.
Oh.
To your left.
The left.
There they are. Yeah. Eat one of those.
Okay.
Exactly. You can eat one of those. So not all ingredients give you a mutation. Some of them do, some of them don't. There's a reason for that. There's a...
Ok, allora alcuni...
So this is a temporary mutation, but later
mutazione temporanea.
But now you have
adesso è più resistente al freddo. Ok, per un po'. E si vede il timer lì.
Who will join you in your adventure. So there's a lot of different aspects of how we.
Per questi indie è oro far parte del Guerrilla Collective. Infatti è per questo che mi ha fatto un po' incazzare l'inizio dell'evento con quelle due minchiate colossali.
Yes, do not get eaten.
Okay, so
Quando c'erano tanti altri bei giochi. Questo per esempio se lo merita perché in fondo ha veramente delle cosettine da dire, ben realizzato. C'è un pensiero dietro, no? Quello là che sparava una mitragliata di no, quella cagata micidiale. Un nuovo membro della famiglia.
And now you have a little AA partner who will follow you. And that's a central aspect of the game is getting other trebum and growing like this herd of little creatures.
Ok, quindi devi anche raccogliere i tuoi simili e salvarli, ok.
And you can stack on them their own powers and their own abilities. So
vai, mangia in live pure. Io purtroppo non posso. Ho una fame tremenda. Comunque alla fine 2 ore.
That is a lot of fun in the game, but there's a purpose. There's more than a purpose. There's a reason for why the cylinder is here, who you are, what's going on in this world.
Ok, quindi tutto questo c'è una ragione e piano piano la scopriamo. Vedi, questa è carina come cosa? Assai.
You have like a stamina system too, where you have to make sure that you're eating and that kind of thing, right? And
yeah, that gets introduced later in the game. It's a little bit like you get the energy pouch and the stomach where you have to feed your creatures.
Ah, devi dare da mangiare agli altri.
Oh, I can jump up here?
You can just jump up there and you can grab that egg with the... Now, if you go to where you can see these little... Behind the other way, you can see that thing there where you can heat the egg if you leave it there.
Oh, so that's another trouble.
Yeah.
Wait.
No, just, if you stand there, it's going to work.
Okay.
There it is.
Cool.
So,
ok, e rimane lì.
Oh,
già la stamina. Ma vabbè, lo fa schiudere. Ok.
Controller now, but so I think we're going to just leave it at that.
Okay.
He's going to name it me. Thanks. I appreciate it.
I hope Justin doesn't get eaten.
I look extra confused.
No, io con la stamina ci vado d'accordo.
That's me.
Non ci vado d'accordo quando mi fa quegli attacchi, la lentezza spropositata. Devo seguire tutta l'animazione.
So the friendly Trebom
E non posso interrompere le animazioni con un roll.
It's not only about,
A che cosa mai mi starò riferendo?
and allowing your family to grow. It also there's also certain puzzles which have requirements of how many creatures you need in order to unlock the areas. If we want to see more of the content, you can go.
Sì, in un gioco del genere comincio a fare lo spazzino, prendere tutto quello che usa, evolvi. Divento sicuramente una palla controproducente nel giro di 5 minuti.
The other way. Yeah. Okay. To the left of the mountain and just keep on going. Left of it. Left. Go left.
Oh,
left.
Sorry.
No,
Wait.
the other way.
This
No.
way. My
that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I'm the most annoying.
Yeah, he's going
Sì, sono
on
d'accordo.
purpose and naming his friends trebles.
They're on the adventure with me. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
E quello?
Yikes.
So right beneath this colossal creature, there's a sort of entry to a interior, one of what we call the Elder Caves, because there's basically these indoor environments where you can explore more. Here you get more introduction to the story of the game and how aspects about the game. Now you could have. The way you resolved this part of the beginning of the game was getting these 3 specific Trebom, but there are other in the outdoor environment which you can get in different ways and see and discover other mutations.
Perché puoi entrare per esempio in questa cava soltanto se hai 3 di questi, quindi devi averli presi da prima. Ecco. Grazie Manu, adesso non ho assolutamente più fame di prima.
Yeah, well, one of the games we're most well known for is Xenoclash.
Yeah.
Sì, è un micro in mezzo a bestie giganti per ora. Quanto grande puoi diventare?
That we create, but also the surreal stories that we make for those worlds. So here, for instance, you start getting some puzzles. So you have this strange door with this box-shaped statue, and you're getting introduced to this strange ingredient. So it's all part of the puzzle. We have a
chissà quanto grande puoi diventare. Non mi interesserebbe saperlo.
Creatures into your compendium, but you'll notice this area open. Go there. One thing you haven't showed that much is the.
Ma come? Oh man, tu ti mangi le belle fettuccine funghi porcine, a me mi mandi al Mac? Ma che cacchio?
Oh, cool. And they join in.
Oh, grande. Anche gli altri sparano acqua.
Another organic piece.
Yeah, I think you should eat that one.
Okay.
You should definitely eat that one.
Quindi?
He's slipping down up the stairs. Oh. That's one of the.
I thought he was transforming.
No.
Ah, there he is.
Nice. No, ma sei diventato un cubo perché?
You are now part of the puzzle.
Adesso puoi entrare lì. Anzi, si piazza proprio e usa il suo corpo come chiave. Ma dai, ma sono carine queste cose,
Access to this area and
un po' di cose tipo i caratteri del menu, queste cose, cioè con un po' più di ottimizzazione. Vabbè, questa è una demo super early access, immagino, super alfa, insomma, e con un po' di cosettine in più, secondo me. Caruccio.
This game has been a lot of experimentation. If you looked at the original design document, there's
se mi abitavi vigile, certo. Grazie dell'invito platonico, man. Tocca la Spore, mi piace, esatto, anche a me.
We really can't draw parallels with other titles. So, for instance, the narrator was something that came later on. he's actually part of the story. He's not just there to help players, but he's an actual character. So yeah, it's a very unique game, and we're really excited about it.
The game is really gorgeous. It's so open. There's so many things to do and expansive. It's very expansive. When are you releasing? Do you have a release date yet?
No, we do not have a release date. We have an idea of when we might be able to release, but if I say something, some people will get mad.
Yes,
so.
Totally understand that from experience.
Let's not upset the internet more than we already have.
Yeah, but yeah, it's really awesome. Can you wish list it, and where will you be able to find it?
Yes, it can be wish listed on the Epic Games Store. We're also launching on PlayStation and Xbox, but I don't think you want wish list there. It will be a simultaneous release, but
esce per tutte le piattaforme.
Cool.
Su PC però su Epic Store.
Eternal Cylinder.
Oh yeah, I should call out that there's a beta. You just have to register at eternalcylinder.com. And if you want to know more about aceteam.cl, we're a Chilean studio, so .com.
Ciao Jonathan, grazie mille di essere passato. Tanto credo che sia l'ultima presentazione, mi sa che stacchiamo pure noi adesso.
Thank you so much for
anche perché ho giusto il tempo di mangiare qualcosa, dopo devo andare via.
I was so happy that we were able to showcase the trailer the other day, and then actually get to play so people could see exactly what it is, especially since it was blowing up in the chat. And the cylinder did not destroy us today. We're rolling out with the cylinder.
I'm also disappointed that it didn't.
Yeah.
I thought this was one I did well at.
Yeah, there's going to be memes. We're making them. So yeah.
Okay, awesome. I'm looking forward to them.
All right, thank you so much. That was the Eternal Cylinder. The game is gorgeous. You did okay. Thanks for naming me one of the troubles. I appreciate it.
Well,
it was great.
Yeah, this is a really creative game. This is really amazing. There's something in the water in Chile.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's been an amazing experience. We have one trailer that came from New Blood just in that we want to showcase before we head out. Let's roll the New Blood trailer.
New Blood trailer? Attenzione. Sì, vabbè, qui ma il combattimento all'arma bianca in prima persona proprio. Ci sono anche le armi da fuoco, però mega retro proprio. Madonna, però sembra di essere qui sembra di essere veramente tornati al 92, però 92, no, diciamo al 96, però nel senso un po' così.
Inside at last, welcome.
C'è pure la demo.
And that was Gloomwood from New Blood. Thank you so much, New Blood, for dropping an exclusive trailer of the Guerrilla Collective. The Guerrilla Collective is now over. It's been an amazing experience. Thanks for hopping on board, Alex.
Oh, yeah. Thank
and
you.
This amazing space at Wilmer Sound. We want to thank all of our partners again, IGN, GameSpot, Valve.
Ok, mi sa che è finito, ragazzi.
Twice. Kind of funny.
È finito proprio, perché era l'ultimo giorno il Guerrilla Collective.
Everybody who's been working with us, Ryan behind the boards, and Tracy, and everyone else. It's been an amazing experience. Now we're going to go back to Greg. Peace.
And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. The Guerrilla Collective is done. Over 3 days, we've shown you nearly 90 games from almost 80 teams. On behalf of The Mix, Kinda Funny, and every creator who took part in this event, we cannot thank you enough. We hope you all have a fantastic not E3, I don't know, what are we calling? There's just showcases and events every day now. But for real, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you so much for your support. And no, until next time, it's been our pleasure to serve you.
Perfetto. Ok, ragazzi. Speedrun for charity, d'accordo. Va bene ragazzi, allora, evento terminato, con questo si chiude la nostra 3 giorni del Guerrilla Collective. Vi dico sinceramente che in questo evento a un certo punto, porca miseria, ho mostrato un paio di giochi che io, proprio, io cerco sempre di essere buono e comprensivo di certe cose che magari non possono piacere a me, però c'è un limite a tutto per quanto mi riguarda per un paio di titoli, però opinione mia. In compenso hanno mostrato però anche un sacco di cose interessanti. Peccato che non hanno mostrato qualcosa in più di Iron Harvest, proprio il primissimo gioco. Ma tanti altri sono stati interessanti, molto bene. Va bene ragazzi, io direi che per oggi è tutto, anche perché è durato 2 ore l'evento, proprio bam, preciso. Quindi ho poco tempo per mangiare, che dopo devo andare via, perciò adesso vi saluto ragazzi, d'accordo? Grazie mille. No, io ce l'ho non tanto con Boyfriend Dungeon, perché quello se una volta era fatto bene, ce l'ho con quell'altro prima, madonna mia, quella cornucopia di cringe che c'era, che prima di quello, non mi ricordo manco come si chiama, quello che sparava i no. Va bene, gente, io vi ringrazio moltissimo per aver assistito a questa live. Noi ci vediamo al prossimo evento e ovviamente ai prossimi contenuti sul canale. Il prossimo evento dovrebbe essere effettivamente l'EA Play, ovvero a luna di notte di venerdì. Venerdì sarà un giorno vagamente pieno di cose, ma vagamente. Dico solo l'EA Play e un certo gioco indie sconosciuto di uno sviluppatore secondario tipo The Last of Us parte 2. Ok? Ma sì, ma quale sushi? Ma magari. Bene, gente, grazie ancora. Come sempre, mi raccomando, iscrivetevi al canale se ancora non l'avete fatto e lasciate un bel like a questa live se vi è piaciuta. E in descrizione trovate come sempre tutti i link ai miei social, tutti i link per supportare il canale, il link alla playlist con tutti quanti i video degli eventi che abbiamo visto in live finora. D'accordo, gente? Grazie ancora a tutti. Alla prossima.